Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me.
It's Saturday lunchtime on the East Strand at Portrush, and after a week of rain, the sun has finally made a welcome appearance. The beach is teeming with families, and a local surfing school is well underway. But if you'll excuse the pun, there's a new wave of surfers hanging out on the north coast. Christian surfers. And their regional coordinator is Emma Brown.
Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
Surfing culture has a stigma attached to it from back in the 60s and 70s, where it was all just about being a surf bum and where you can get the next wave and maybe smoking a bit of dope and just getting high and not having any responsibilities. Now, surf culture has progressed. A lot of professional people will come down after a hard day's work in their suit and change into the wetsuit and go surfing. However, the perception of surfing hasn't really changed. I think that churches perceive surfers as an unreachable target audience, and that's where Christian surfers come in, because we're not the church, we're not seen as the church, we're just seen as regular people who are Christians.
But is this just a group of Christians who like to get together and surf? Or is the beach their mission field? And how exactly do they help the surfing community?
Well, if they're organising a surf event, for example, we'll just offer to lend a hand. We'll do tea and coffee, we'll help set up, we'll help take down. If somebody needs a board, we'll lend them a board. You know, it's just all about putting others first, not expecting anything in return, which is, in our society today, is something they're unfamiliar with. It's not what can I get, it's what can I give from a Christian surfer's point of view.
Wouldn't it be just so much easier to get out there on a board without the Christian surfer's aspect to it?
I don't know, because that would be like saying, can you remove, your whole personality? Because a Christian surfer is what I am. It's not just a label that I put on myself, and people, they see me and they're, Emma, that's the Christian surfer. It's not a separate part of my being, When I get out there and I'm on the board, I'm just being me, and I'm not there to try and preach at them. I'm there to answer questions when they ask me.
So what about Sundays then? Do Christian surfers go to church on a Sunday, or will you find them on the beach, or do they do church on the beach?
It's very interesting you ask that. Most of the time we're in church on a Sunday morning, either before or after we've had a surf. Easter Sunday is always special for us as Christians and surfers, and we usually have an early morning surf, say 6:30 a.m, and we break bread together on the beach, and we have a short quiet time where we just read the Bible and just consider what Christ did for us when he died on the cross.
And is surfing itself a spiritual experience for you?
The sea itself is alive, the way it moves, the way it smells. There's something just spiritual about sitting out back, being part of nature and riding these powerful waves that can change from moment to moment.
Reverend Martin McNeely of Ballakeel Presbyterian Church is also a member of Christian Surfers. A reverend and a surfer, isn't that a bit unusual?
I don't suppose it would be in Australia or Hawaii or Florida or California, but I guess it is here, yeah, it is. But that's just who I am. I love sport and I love surfing, and I just think it's a great hobby.
And is there a missionary aspect in any way to your surfing down here on the beach?
Around here the atmosphere is good, and you do tend to talk to guys, and it does give you an opportunity to share with people. So I've definitely testified or spoken about my faith regularly in the water, and I pray for opportunities to do that, and I look forward to doing it.
6 times Irish surfing champion Andy Hill, who competed at both European and world level, runs a surfers school in Portrush. And he's a keen supporter of Christian surfers.
I've been surfing here since the age of 10, and I'm now 40, so that's 30 years of riding waves here on the North Antrim coast.
Since becoming a Christian, has it actually taken off that sort of competitive edge, or are you still allowed that?
No, I'm still competitive, but I grew up surfing it, and it was my idol. I was fully addicted to surfing. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love riding waves, but it's not the be-all and end-all anymore. I'm not waking up in the morning in a fever knowing what the wind and the tide is doing. And, I still love surfing, but I'm not fully addicted. I think, having become a Christian, I've realised there's maybe slightly more important things in life. It was just a change in perspective for me, just seeing the world through a different pair of goggles or glasses perhaps, just having a different vision of why we're here.